Remember that time The Simpsons predicted? And other thing? It's uncanny. For over 3 decades, The Simpsons has been making us laugh. But their outlandish humor often masks something eerily accurate: predictions about the future. From political upsets to scientific breakthroughs, The Simpsons have an uncanny knack for predicting real-world events. Is it just a series of bizarre coincidences? Or is there something more at play? Join us as we delve into the world of The Simpsons' predictions, exploring the eerie accuracy of their comedic foresight. Get ready for a wild ride through the bizarre and hilarious world of Springfield, where the line between fiction and reality gets blurrier than a Duff beer hangover. It started subtly. A throwaway joke here, a quirky plotline there. But then it kept happening. The Simpsons, a show known for its satirical jabs at society, started predicting real-world events with startling accuracy. Remember when Homer designed a groundbreaking invention eerily similar to the Higgs boson years before its discovery? Or when an episode from 2000 showed Donald Trump becoming president of the United States? These are just a couple of instances where The Simpsons seem to have a crystal ball hidden in their writer's room. These weren't just vague hints or lucky guesses. The details were often strikingly specific. The Simpsons' predictions have left audiences around the world bewildered, amused, and maybe just a little bit spooked. How could a cartoon family, known for their slapstick comedy and over-the-top antics, seemingly predict the future? Let's investigate some of the most compelling examples of The Simpsons' prophetic powers. In a 2000 episode titled Bart to the Future, The Simpsons offered a glimpse into a future where Lisa Simpson becomes President of the United States. Not so shocking, right? Except the episode also revealed that Lisa inherited a budget crisis from her predecessor, President Donald Trump. Fast forward 16 years, and the unthinkable happened. Donald Trump, a businessman and reality TV star, was elected the 45th President of the United States. The internet exploded, with many pointing to The Simpsons as proof that the show had tapped into some unknown force of precognition. Was it a calculated guess, a satirical jab at Trump's political aspirations at the time, or something more? The show's writers have offered various explanations over the years, but the Trump prediction remains one of the most talked about examples of The Simpsons' uncanny ability to foresee the future. Remember the Siegfried and Roy Tiger attack? The Simpsons predicted it in a 1993 episode, 10 years before it happened in real life. Or how about the prediction of smartwatches in a 1995 episode, long before they became a reality? And let's not forget the prediction of the Shard in London, which appeared in a 1995 episode, 14 years before construction began. Let's delve into another mind-boggling prediction that left the scientific community scratching their heads. In a 1998 episode, Homer, in a moment of uncharacteristic genius, scribbles a complex equation on a chalkboard. This equation, as it turns out, closely resembles the formula for the Higgs boson, a fundamental particle that gives mass to other particles. The kicker? The Higgs boson wasn't discovered until 2012, 14 years after it appeared on The Simpsons. This prediction sent ripples through the scientific community, with many marveling at the show's ability to seemingly predict a major scientific breakthrough. While the show's writers have admitted that the equation was a happy accident, the coincidence is too remarkable to ignore. Could The Simpsons have stumbled upon a scientific truth years before the rest of the world? Or is it simply a case of brilliant minds thinking alike? Let's hear what the show's creators have to say about these astounding predictions.
The Simpsons writing team is renowned for its sharp wit and insightful social commentary.
But how do they explain their show's uncanny ability to predict the future?
In various interviews, the writers have downplayed the predictions, attributing them to a combination of sharp observation, satirical exaggeration, and plain old luck.
They argue that The Simpsons at its core is a reflection of society, and by pushing the boundaries of reality, they sometimes stumble upon future possibilities.
We're not psychic, one writer joked in an interview. We just have a knack for pointing out the absurdities of the world, and sometimes reality catches up.
While their explanations are plausible, the sheer volume and accuracy of The Simpsons' predictions continue to fuel speculation and intrigue. Let's explore some other noteworthy predictions that have left audiences baffled. Trump and the Higgs boson are just the tip of the iceberg. The Simpsons have a laundry list of seemingly prophetic moments. They predicted Disney's acquisition of 20th Century Fox, the invention of smartwatches, and even the discovery of a three-eyed fish mutated by pollution. These predictions, while less earth-shattering than the Trump presidency or the Higgs boson, add to the mystique surrounding The Simpsons' uncanny ability to foresee the future. They range from the mundane to the extraordinary, covering everything from technological advancements to political scandals. The question remains, how can one show be so consistently right about the future? Let's dive into some of the most prevalent theories surrounding The Simpsons' predictive powers. The internet is abuzz with theories attempting to explain The Simpsons' prophetic accuracy. Some speculate that the show's writers are time travelers, sending coded messages from the future disguised as jokes. Others believe that The Simpsons creators have access to insider information, privy to secrets about future events. Then there's the theory of The Simpsons jinx, which posits that the show doesn't predict the future, but rather causes it, with events unfolding simply because they were depicted on the show. While these theories are entertaining, they lack concrete evidence. A more plausible explanation lies in the show's ability to tap into the zeitgeist, the prevailing cultural and intellectual mood of the time. By satirizing current events and extrapolating on existing trends, The Simpsons inadvertently create scenarios that sometimes manifest in the real world. But there's another fascinating aspect to this phenomenon, the impact The Simpsons' predictions have on our perception of reality. The Simpsons effect, when fiction shapes reality. The Simpsons' predictions often transcend mere coincidence and enter the realm of self-fulfilling prophecies. When a show as deeply ingrained in popular culture as The Simpsons presents a particular vision of the future, it can subtly influence our expectations and behaviors, potentially shaping the very reality it depicts. For example, the show's portrayal of corrupt politicians and dysfunctional government institutions might contribute to public cynicism and apathy towards politics. Similarly, its depiction of technological advancements could inspire real-life inventors to pursue similar ideas. The Simpsons, through its unique blend of humor and social commentary, has become a cultural force shaping our collective consciousness, blurring the lines between fiction and reality. So, what do experts in various fields have to say about this phenomenon? Experts weigh in, perspectives from scientists and social commentators. From physicists to political analysts, experts from various disciplines have weighed in on The Simpsons' predictive prowess. Some dismiss it as mere coincidence, emphasizing the show's sheer volume of jokes and storylines, increasing the likelihood of some hitting the mark. Others see it as a testament to the power of satire, arguing that The Simpsons' ability to pinpoint society's flaws and absurdities allows them to make educated guesses about future outcomes. They suggest that The Simpsons' predictions are not about seeing the future, but rather about understanding the present with exceptional clarity.
The Simpsons is a show that's always been ahead of the curve. They have a knack for identifying trends and extrapolating on them in ways that are both humorous and thought-provoking.
However, the debate continues, leaving us with more questions than answers. The power of satire, holding a mirror to society. The Simpsons at its core is a satirical show. It holds a mirror to society, exaggerating its flaws and poking fun at its absurdities. This satirical lens is arguably the key to understanding its predictive power. By highlighting the ridiculousness of certain trends and behaviors, The Simpsons inadvertently exposes their potential consequences. For instance, their satirical portrayal of Donald Trump as a power-hungry, egotistical businessman could be seen as a commentary on the dangers of celebrity culture and the rise of populism. The Simpsons' predictions, therefore, are not about supernatural abilities, but rather about a deep understanding of human nature and the trajectory of society. They force us to confront uncomfortable truths about ourselves and the world we live in, often disguised as side-splitting jokes. So, can The Simpsons really predict the future? The final riddle. Can The Simpsons really predict the future? The answer, like most things in life, is complex and open to interpretation. While it's highly unlikely that The Simpsons writers possess genuine precognitive abilities, their show's uncanny knack for predicting real-world events cannot be ignored. Perhaps The Simpsons' success lies in its ability to tap into the collective unconscious, to articulate the unspoken anxieties and aspirations of our time. Or maybe it's simply a matter of probability, with the sheer volume of their output increasing the chances of some predictions coming true. Whatever the explanation, The Simpsons' predictions continue to fascinate and bemuse us, reminding us that the line between fiction and reality is often blurred. They challenge us to question our assumptions about the world, and to consider the possibility that the future, while uncertain, might be stranger and funnier than we could ever imagine. So, what do you think? Are The Simpsons' predictions pure coincidence, a result of their satirical genius, or something else entirely? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind.